I participated in a psychological experiment and now I'm being watched. When I came across an ad to participate in a psychological experiment, it seemed like an easy way to make some extra cash. Just 5 days of participation, and they were paying $500. The organizers promised complete confidentiality, no physical strain, and only a few logic and memory tasks. I signed up, passed a short phone interview, and received the address. The lab was in an old university building, but everything looked professional. At the entrance, I was greeted by a man in a formal suit who introduced himself as Dr. Richards and led me to a small white room with just a table and a chair. "We just want to better understand how human perception works," he said, laying a stack of papers in front of me. "There are no wrong answers, only your honest reactions." They handed me a tablet and headphones. The tasks were strange, but not difficult. The first one involved looking at a set of images and choosing which one made me feel the most calm. Then I was asked to listen to sounds and describe my feelings about them. On the third day, the tasks became more puzzling. For example, they showed me a video of a person telling a story and then asked questions like, "What color was their shirt?" or "Do you think they were lying?" Then the first strange incident happened. I had just finished a task and Dr. Richards came into the room to collect the tablet. He smiled, but his gaze lingered on me a little longer than usual. "Is everything all right?" I asked. "Absolutely," he replied, but his voice seemed strained. On the fourth day, I was woken up by a phone call. The number was unknown. I answered, but there was only silence on the other end. Then I heard a faint whisper, "You're observing, but you're also being observed." I decided it was just someone playing a dumb prank and brushed it off. However, on the fifth day, things got even stranger. The tasks seemed nonsensical, picking random combinations of colors or numbers and then being asked if I felt like someone was nearby. At one point, the lights in the room suddenly went out and a few seconds later they came back on. Dr. Richards returned later than usual to collect the tablet, and before leaving, he said, "Remember, this is just an experiment." After completing the final task, they told me the experiment was over. I signed a few non-disclosure documents and went home. But that's when the real strangeness began. I noticed that someone had accessed my computer. Personal files I hadn't opened in years had been recently viewed. My phone started acting up, turning on by itself or making noises without any notifications. One evening, while I was watching TV, the screen flickered. For a split second, I thought I saw my own face, as if someone was watching me through a camera. I began noticing people following me. The same man in a grey coat would stand on the corner when I left my house and show up near my office. Whenever I tried to approach him, he disappeared. I went to the police, but they just shrugged. "Do you really think someone's watching you because of a psychological experiment?" the officer asked, barely hiding a smirk. "But I know this isn't paranoia." One night, I woke up to a loud noise. Someone was tapping on my window. I looked outside, but no one was there. When I went back to my bedroom, I noticed my laptop screen was glowing. There was a single sentence displayed on it. "We're still watching. This isn't over." Now, I barely sleep. Every night, I feel like someone's watching me. I'm sure there are hidden cameras I can't find. Sometimes I catch glimpses of people in mirrors or windows, but when I turn around, there's no one there. I'm writing this because I want to warn you. Don't agree to participate in experiments that promise easy money. You might think they're just psychological tests, but they could be something much more sinister, and I'm afraid they'll never stop watching me.